welcome to episode 68 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ,
And I'm Marcus.
and this is the review show that reviews genre movies from beginning sometimes.
And today we're reviewing the 1997 release of
Alien Resurrection.
Woo! It's such a good movie.
You didn't like this movie? This movie was amazing.
I really had disdain for this movie, TJ.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First question I have, did you watch the special edition or the original version?
Oh, that's a good question. Which one did you watch?
Well,
I watched the hour 46 version, so I don't know what the difference is.
Okay, you watched the hour 46 version?
Yes.
I watched the hour 56 version.
Sucks to be you.
So I watched the special edition.
And you know what? That was probably better because as I was watching this one, you could see like they cut some stuff out of this movie that should probably still be in it. So you probably have a better version. I don't know what you define as better, but you might have that version.
I don't know. We'll find out. So, but yeah, there was a special edition and the normal theatrical cut because I had both versions and they asked me which one I wanted to watch. I was like, I don't know. Which one should I watch?
Always the smaller version.
No, because I figured you were going to be watching the smaller version.
So you want to do our specialty of comparing notes?
Well, you know, if I have the one that is supposed to be more, we should probably cover it, right?
No. Theatrical one. It doesn't matter. But these morons are going to listen to it no matter what. Or not.
Anyway, the movie was directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, I think that's how you say his name. Written by Joss Whedon, produced by Gordon Carroll, David Giller, Sigourney Weaver, Walter Hill, and Bill Badalio?
Yeah.
Starring Sigourney Weaver.
Battlelatto.
Starring
Bill Battlelatto. Bill Battlelatto.
Are you done?
William Battlelatto. What's his last name? Battlelatto. I am William Battlelatto. First of his name, ruler of the Southlands, conqueror of the future North. No, I don't know. Sorry.
You should be. You're a f***ing idiot.
Hey!
Starring.
That's hurtful.
Starring.
Why would you say that?
Because you won't let me f***ing get this out. Starring Sigourney Weaver, Nicole Fellows, Winona Ryder, Dominique.
Well, I know wine. I didn't know this was her until like actually watching and paying attention to the movie. Like, I know that face. Hey, that's Winona Ryder. I'd never seen her. I never registered her or anything else. Like, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise. She's not bad in this. Continue.
Dominique Pinion, Ron Perlman, Gary Dorjan, Michael Wincott, Kim Flowers, Dan Hedaya, J.E. Freeman, Brad Dourif,
Raymond Cruz,
Leland Orser, Caroline Campbell, Marlene Bush.
Yes.
David St. James, Tom Woodruff Jr., apparently Joan LaBarbera, Archie Hahn, and Stephen Gilborn.
What a good cast.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Slightly sarcastic. What a poorly directed cast.
That's probably better. Yeah, I mean, I knew the big names, but...
Yeah, the rest of them.
I also know who Brad Dourif is.
Yeah, his name sounds familiar.
Well, he's a character actor. He was like in Buffy and stuff like that.
Oh, it's Chucky, man.
Oh, yeah, Brad Dourif, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of, actually, now that I think about it.
Now, this guy, he's done one over the Cuckoo's Nest, Lord of the Rings. No, you've right on Mississippi Burning, Dune. He's been in a lot of good. That's why I knew the name. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I was thinking of Brad. It's a similar name. I just assumed it was him because it was Joss Whedon. I didn't even look at it. I just don't recognize who's Dr. Jonathan Guidman.
Where do you see that at?
That's the character Brad Dourif's played.
Oh, it's the guy who was crazy and he pushed a button that freezes the aliens. They learn not to do that and shit like that. He got eaten in the face.
Okay.
That guy. He had a ponytail, I guess.
The guy who was in love with the aliens.
Yeah, that weirdo.
And who was the guy in the chair?
I think that was Dominic Pino.
Dominic Pino?
Yes, it looks like. I'm on IMDb, so it's easy because they have the names of the faces together.
Right.
He was playing Reese, dumb character name.
Okay. Because he looked familiar too.
He was in City of Lost Children, Emilia. I can't say that one right. What's that say? Del Becastians. This looks really cool. Adding that to my list. Post-apocalyptic surreal black comedy about the landlord of an apartment building who occasionally prepared a delicacy for his odd tenants. Oh my god, TJ.
I'm waiting for your fanboying to get over.
That just sounds really cool.
Whatever.
I'm sorry I'm on it today. I just really hate this movie, so I gotta distract myself from anger.
You would think you would want to get it over with then.
You should be rushing, man. Come on.
Every time I talk, you interrupt me.
Just mute me.
I don't have control over any of that.
Raymond Cruz, who's in this, I believe he's also in. No, am I being racist? Is he in Training Day? That's where I know him from.
Okay.
Under Siege, Clear and Present Danger. He's the Hispanic guy. Is that the right word to call him that? He's in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Yeah. That's what I thought. I don't want to say that and seem racist, but he's that guy too.
Whatever.
So yeah, faces to names.
That's all the credits.
Cool.
Do you want to do your thing, or you want me to do the behind the scenes?
Well, since we've done 1997 before, I might as well say some other things that were in the box office that year. This did place at number 45. TJ, it did terrible terrible North American wise. It did really well
overseas.
Yeah, which is fucking weird, but it makes sense, I guess. Why did I say we did this before? Because what else came out this year? It's number 13. Can you guess what it is, TJ?
97.
We already reviewed this movie.
So it's got to be Batman and Robin.
That's exactly what it is. So bad. And, movies came out that year. They're really good.
Oh, that's all we're doing? It's really...
I mean, I could go over the top 10 again.
I'm just surprised that you didn't want to go further with it. You always do.
At number 1 was Titanic. Number 4 was Jurassic Park Lost World. Men in Black came out that year as well. Number 3. Liar Liar. Number 5. We've done this. As Good as It Gets came out. Good Will Hunting. Star Wars 97 Special Edition was released. My Best Friend's Wedding. Tomorrow Never Dies. Face Off. Batman and Robin. George of the Jungle. Scream 2. Con Air. Contact. Hercules. Flubber, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, the 97 Special Edition, Conspiracy Theory, and a lot of movies. Anaconda, that's right, we either run on a rant on how much you hate Anaconda, because it's snakes. And yeah, that was Advocate, Jungle to Jungle, Starship Troopers, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. This is why I don't want to do this, TJ, because there's a lot of movies that we could have watched instead of this movie. Speed 2 Cruise Control was another bad movie. G.I. Jane.
What number was this?
45.
What is 35?
35 is That Jackal, starring Bruce Willis and I think Jack Black.
I've read somewhere. I can't find it. This was compared to another Fox movie that did
Anastasia.
Better. Oh, Anastasia. That's
yes. Anastasia listed at number 34.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yes.
I just remember that from the notes and I couldn't find it anywhere, so.
Yeah. No, that's I can keep going, but I don't want to, so you gotta cut me off, TJ.
Okay. Behind the scenes then?
Yes.
So apparently Joss Whedon wanted to do more, and obviously that didn't work out.
And it's funny because we all supported him doing that before stuff came out about him.
He also wanted to have it set on Earth, this movie.
Yeah, how would you have felt about that?
I don't know. I don't know what Earth is in this world, you know what I mean?
And that's why I think I would like it. Seeing this is based after 200 years after the last movie, so Alien 3. And that one was a couple hundred years after the second movie, right?
Was it?
Yeah, I believe so. I remember she was frozen with Newt, and Newt died. Newt and her boyfriend died. And
I didn't know it was a couple hundred years, though.
Yeah, or a couple, at least it's been the first one to the second one was a couple hundred, or a couple of tens. Yeah, either way, she's an old person.
Well, in the second one, it was only a few decades because we know about her daughter, right? Getting older.
Yes. Okay, so it's been a few decades. So I guess the second and third one,
I don't know
days,
how much time.
2 maybe years, but at least 200 and some odd years, 300 years, give or take. So just to seeing that, I would love to see Earth instead of seeing the same spaceship design. So I would like to see. I'd like to have seen something different.
Well, apparently they didn't go that route because Sigourney Weaver didn't want it to be cast on Earth.
Of course not.
She was like, she thinks the alien should be in far reaches of space and it should be.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It almost feels like a comedy the way she would describe it if it was on Earth.
I definitely understand those fears. I definitely do.
Especially with Joss Whedon in charge of it.
Yeah. Has he done anything more serious / gritty?
Everything he does seriously is tainted by the comedy.
Yeah.
This movie is really hurt by the clash of tones.
Cabin in Woods is comedy, but it's gritty.
But that's satire. That's not...
Yeah.
That's why Buffy worked and stuff like that, because it was satire. Whereas Cabin in the Woods works because it was satire. Whereas, this is supposed to be a serious, scary movie, and the comedy really hurts it.
No, that's fair. If I'm looking on his list of stuff he's done, I understand that. Yeah, he's just so good at writing, he would have done Ripley's character justice. The rest of the movie, would probably suffer. So that's fair.
Yeah, in this film in particular, anything that is aliens is actually pretty good. But when it's not aliens and it's goofy, it's stupid.
I would argue that aliens Ripley and Cal's character. Call? This is Sigourney Weaver's character.
Oh,
Hold on.
you mean Winona Ryder's?
Yeah, that character. Between the aliens and those two female characters are the best characters in the whole movie. Like, those are the best things about the movie. The rest of the movie, in my opinion, suffers drastically.
Some of the alien stuff is really stupid.
Very stupid.
Like, and so I'm like, anytime the tone changes, I'm like, this movie is crap.
Yeah, see, that's like this movie. I always say movies have identity crises, but this definitely does. Like, it wants to be like an action '90s movie. I feel like, because there's a lot of over top stupidity and one-liners in this.
When did Starship Troopers come out?
I think it was this year. So, well, I think I just named it in the list, didn't I?
I don't know, but
hold on.
I never actually saw that movie.
Oh, it's so good.
But I know it's supposed to be like goofy, and I think I got a Starship Troopers vibe from this movie.
No, you did not. Trust me, you did not.
The comedy section of it.
Yeah, I just feel like this is like a neutered.
Like the comedy section.
It came out in '97, Starship Troopers. Sorry.
Oh, well, maybe not. I was gonna think because I kind of thought like maybe it was influenced by the military comedy stuff.
Yeah, it placed at number 37. You never seen Starship Troopers, man?
No. The only other thing that was really interesting to me behind the scenes is the underwater stuff.
What about it?
Winona Ryder apparently almost drowned when she was 12.
Oh,
she was terrified of that scene. It was having like panic attacks and stuff when she was doing it.
That's fair.
So she hadn't been in the water like that since she was 12, since she almost drowned.
Oh, wow.
So I felt bad for her, and you could tell in those scenes she did not want to be there.
It sold her acting, I guess. It's terrible, but yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And good for her for overcoming it and still doing it. But
hey man, money talks.
She actually pitched, doing a body double, but didn't look good, apparently. So she actually ended up just doing it herself.
I respect that.
Yeah, I mean,
so I don't think I could have done if there's a pit of frogs, get in there. I couldn't do it.
What's wrong with frogs?
Everything, TJ.
That's just a weird fear to have.
Yeah, it's an irrational fear. Trust me, I know. I just don't like them. They're nasty. It's my snakes. It's like I'd rather
frogs. Really?
Yes, I'd rather jump in a pit of snakes. I'd rather bathe with spiders. I'd rather walk through fire than touch or be close to frogs.
Frogs won't eat you alive like a snake.
Frogs are disgusting. Snakes
are monsters.
Yeah, but they're cute. I could touch them. I could touch a snake. I don't care.
They're terrifying, evil devil demons. Nope. They're proof that hell exists.
Frogs give you warts. I see people pick up frogs like it's nothing. Like, what's wrong with you? Don't touch that. Put it back down.
You have a weird irrational fear.
I know.
At least my irrational fear is common.
Yeah, it's not fun. I guess my brain had to pick something different and fun.
Frogs, though? Really?
Frogs? I know. Trust me. I know. And my backyard's infested with those things. We have a pool, so they're always back there cricketing and riveting away. But I won't kill them. I'll never kill them. So I'm mowing the yard and I see one hop in front of my thing. I stop and I just I should kill you right now. I can't because I'm not a person like that.
If I wasn't so afraid of snakes that I would just run away, I would kill them.
No way. That's so mean. I
don't care. I'm not one to kill anything, but I think snakes should be extinct.
No, we need snakes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Ireland survives without them.
Are they surviving, though?
Yes, they are.
That's fair enough.
We don't need snakes. They do nothing for the environment.
They control the mice population and keep things like that out there.
You can have... That's what the bird population's for. That's what owls are for.
Yeah, but snakes are the land version of that, the land artillery.
There are plenty of animals that eat mice.
Yeah, not enough, apparently. So God made snakes.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Satan.
Yes,
whatever the book says.
Lucifer made snakes. That's why even the Bible says it's what form.
Oh, okay. So now you're for the Bible.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Cherry picking what Bible you care about.
Even the Bible it says Satan took the form of a what?
A snake. The person writing the Bible didn't like snakes. That's why. It was you writing the Bible. That's what it was. If it was me writing it, it'd be a frog in the garden.
Nope. It's just snakes are evil.
Frogs are evil. Anyways, let's get back to this movie.
We didn't even start this movie yet.
I know, let's get back to the behind the scenes.
Is there anything you want to talk about behind the scenes?
Not at all.
Because it sounded
like... there's a shot in the movie where Miss Sigourney Weaver throws a basketball behind her head. She actually makes that shot in the first try.
No, she doesn't.
She does. Well, they practice it multiple times.
They made the shot a lot of times. I actually read up on it. It was, they kept shooting it, and they were about to give up, and then on the last take, she made it. She didn't do it.
I heard she did it in the first shot.
So. I know. That is, according to the behind-the-scenes stuff that I read, that was a myth.
Well, I guess we're on both sides of the aisle then, TJ.
Okay. You're talking... I'm actually just looking for it. Yeah, here it goes. Director Jenna wanted to display Ripley's new powers, including a scene where she throws a basketball through a hoop, blah, 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 blah. She trained for 10 days and averaged 1 out of 6 baskets, although the distance required for the filming was farther than she had practiced. The director was concerned about the time being spent on the shot and wanted to use a machine to actually throw the ball and then or use CGI to do it later. However, Weaver wanted to make the shot authentic and insisted in doing it herself. The shot required many dozens of takes, during which none of the balls went in. The crew were going to give up, but Weaver asked for one last shot, and the ball went in. The idea that she did it in one take is a myth. Yeah, apparently the ball was out of frame for a shot, too, and they were going to put it back, edit it in.
Yeah.
And Weaver's like, no, don't put it back in. Leave it as it is. So, there you go.
Cool.
As usual, you were wrong.
As usual, I'm going to cut this part out.
Yeah, I guess that's it for behind the scenes.
Yeah,
right?
Weirdly, there's not much behind the scenes. I felt there'd be a lot behind the scenes to talk about for this movie, but there really isn't.
No, the reviews aren't as bad as I thought they would be either, though.
Yeah, people actually somewhat like this movie for some reason.
I came out feeling the same way, actually.
I guess after this review, my review's going to change, but I felt like I should have really... I liked this movie when I first saw it as a kid. It was always on TV, so I always watched it. But, after watching it last night / today, I felt like I should love this movie for how hammy and cheesy and bad it is.
That's the parts I think that make it bad, though, those parts.
But I usually like that kind of shit.
That's
but
fair.
It was really just not... those parts were, just weak and just, I think it's because I've seen the setting so many times in the first 3 movies. How many times are you going to do this bullshit, guys?
It did feel like more of the same.
Yeah, it's even her character was you guys are all going to die. She was just running through this is but the shit they did extra with her later on. Okay, I'm cool. It's something different now. But yeah, I guess we'll get in the review, but yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, we talked about the box office, but we didn't say how much it made, did we?
Oh, no, you did not.
It had was it a $75 million budget?
It says in the wiki 70 million, so probably 70, 75.
Because I'm on Box Office Small Mojo, it says 75 million.
That's crazy.
But it only made 47 million, apparently.
In America.
So what did it make overseas?
It made an additional 100 and something million.
So it made 147 million?
Give or take, yeah, which is just crazy as hell to me. It did that well overseas.
People really wanted another Alien movie over there, I guess. So, am I reviewing this now?
I think we are.
Is there any more behind-the-scenes stuff you want to talk about?
No, there was never behind-the-scenes stuff I want to talk about. That was done an hour ago, TJ. I'll be honest, I did not pay attention to most of the movie thoroughly, so if you say something that's different than my version, I probably won't pick up on it.
Oh, okay.
Just a heads up.
Anyway, we open up with a alien face, but it's not. It's a bug getting crushed by some guy and things. And then we get our opening credits in space. And, we get a pan out shot of the spacecraft. Is it a spacecraft or is it a station?
Is there a difference?
Well, yeah. A spacecraft holds less people than a station.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's in space, still spacecraft, right?
Well, no. I think the space station is a place where people live and stuff, and a spacecraft is the transport.
It's all transporting. It's not stationary. Even the space station, it's not stationary, the space station.
But you know what I mean by...
I know, I'm being an asshole. I guess but is there truly a difference between spacecraft and space
station? Yes.
Well, I guess a station and craft are different sizes too.
You're the sci-fi guy. You should be on my side with this.
It's all about perspective. It's perspective. There's some big ass spacecraft that are bigger than space stations. Is that station at that point or a craft? What's the difference? So, I guess
the difference is a station is like a planet almost. It's like a economy and stuff like that, where everyone, it's in a general vicinity that you can like go in to.
Yeah, but
whereas
same thing
a
with
craft
spacecrafts.
travels from different quadrants essentially.
I assume like most of the space stations could too. Like let's say
They could could if in an emergency, but they're not designed for it.
That's fair. That's fair. So I guess this would be a spacecraft at this point.
Or ship. I don't know why I keep going with craft, but
same thing. And if you were to say spaceship, then yeah, it's a spaceship. But you said spacecraft. Like, isn't everything a spacecraft at that point?
Spacecraft and spaceship are kind of the same thing, but
yeah.
Whatever.
It's a space thing that's flying around.
Yeah, it's credits in space. Then we cut inside the spacecraft, ship, station, whatever, and we see a bunch of doctors creating a clone. And
a clone of what, TJ?
Well, first it looks like a child,
and then turns into a person.
Yeah, a person. An adult. Turns into Ripley. That's what it turns into.
Oh, the cloning Ripley. Oh, what? How? She was in lava.
Yeah, but you can get. They say it at one point. They blood samples or some shit.
Where the fuck did blood samples from?
How many times has she been like in an infirmary and they took blood and stuff?
But then I get that. Okay, blood samples. But where do they get the alien DNA from? If we've always killed the aliens, and why do we need her?
Didn't she die with the alien inside her in the last movie?
Yeah, but she had it in I don't know what point in the last movie she got it. That like she wasn't born with it, right? In that movie, she didn't have it the whole time.
Wasn't it in her though?
Not the whole time though, right? Or was it at a certain point? And even then, if it was in her, how
they said they got the blood sample from that prison planet that she was on.
But how? That makes no sense.
That prison planet exists. I would assume.
But like, if she didn't have the alien blood sample, okay, fine. I'll just go with that. Then how are you gonna like clone it to have the alien in her and then her separate?
I don't know how alien DNA works. Maybe once it's in you, it takes on your DNA. It leaves DNA samples within you.
You think at this point she'd be a hybrid already? Like there would be no way. Like it's like trying to clone a pregnant lady and her baby and like keeping it separate at the same time. I think you just can't do it, right? This is like this is all new to me.
We're talking about aliens, right?
Yes,
I know. You're talking about unbelievability in this movie?
TJ, I did the same thing in Alien 3, remember? Or Alien, like, I do it with all these sequels. Like, I get why you want the main character to be there. I get it. But the bullshit you try to feed me has got to be believable. And this shit is not believable to me.
I just don't understand why the science is always the thing you stick on and not the unbelievable aliens trying to murder them.
Because aliens exist to a point, and I get it. And the last one we reviewed, she had to live because she had to live because plot armor. She's the main character. She has to live. Reasons. This one, she's back because, again, Hollywood. She has to be back. And now the aliens in her because they cloned it that way. I just have to go bullshit on that. Like, it's like, what? Weren't there other alien DNA samples you've gotten like that weren't Ripley's? Like, why'd you need her back? Especially because they already fear her coming back. Like, we should kill her. That she's back and her agenda is going to be to kill all these species.
I don't know, but apparently she is famous enough to her name has lasted for 200 years.
That's crazy.
So maybe that's why they chose her, because of her experience with the aliens and the fact that she died with one in it was probably...
But they don't want the experience, they just want the alien. And I assume there's other alien bits and parts on the planet left behind.
I'm not trying to argue with you because it doesn't make sense, because why do they need this alien if they have the alien eggs later? But,
See? So like, why to bring the bitch back? Give me a good, solid reason that Ripley's back from lava and I'm cool. This is so outlandishly stupid to me.
I think because she was, and she had the queen in her, right?
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
They didn't have the queen. I don't think they had the queen involved in this.
And her? Or?
Yeah, I think they had the eggs of the other aliens, but they didn't have a queen. And the queen was the one that implanted her in the last movie, right?
I don't remember the last movie well enough.
I think she was implanted by the queen in the last movie.
If that's the bullshit they want to go with, perfect. If they would have said that. I wasn't paying well enough attention, so I don't know.
I think they did say it.
If that's the reason, then perfect. Then how the hell you separate her and an alien while cloning that?
I'm just saying.
See, that thing. I have some levels of flaws.
I'm just saying, this movie is 200 years in the future from 1980. What? When was the first movie? 1979 wasn't the first movie?
The one released? I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it's apparently 200 years in the future of that, and they're still using computers from 1984. So
I know. I know. It was just like story-wise, like if your cloning's that fucking good, I think everybody should have like a backup clone of them on the spaceship or something.
Well, apparently it's not that good. They just perfected it with her.
Oh, true. Yeah, we get. Yeah, true. Maybe I don't know. That's a big leap from all the other clones we saw to this. That's a big damn leap.
They did it a lot, apparently.
Yeah,
well, no, they did it eight times.
That's not a lot. Those other creations we saw that were abominations to this perfection.
Really good at. They got really good at it after the 7th time.
This is where the movie lost me. Like, what? This is stupid, but okay.
I mean, honestly, it was a little more ridiculous about how they killed off the other characters in the last movie. At least this is just science mumbo jumbo.
Yes.
So
not the other ones just died in a crash and she lived. Yeah. That's dumb. But she was on fire. She died in lava.
Yeah, I know. But she also was like in an infirmary and they was talking to a doctor and stuff.
Yeah, but okay, so you get her DNA, but is the alien DNA in her too then at that point? Like,
well, I don't remember when she got implanted.
Yeah, I feel like this is all bullshit.
Because I think she got implanted during the crash.
Was it the crash? It might have been the crash, you're right.
In the beginning of that movie.
Yeah, so the whole time she's carrying the thing, you're right.
Yeah.
But, okay. But does the DNA mix with our DNA then?
I guess.
Or I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the lore of aliens. This is my first experience with these movies.
That's right. I don't know.
Anyway, so they clone Ripley, and then they start to do like surgery on her.
Yes.
And they're taking out the alien that was within her, and it's just pretty much them doing that. And then Ripley wakes. They discuss whether or not they want to keep Ripley alive, but I guess they do because she's different and she has like memories of her old life and stuff like that. So
yeah, they spent so much money cloning her. Why not, right?
Yeah, so they're gonna keep her alive, but she wakes up and breaks the one doctor's hand, and then they throw her in like a prison cell in like a web trash bag or something.
Yeah,
I didn't get what this was.
It's like she's being reborn, TJ.
Is that what the allegory was?
Yeah, you get the metaphor, you get all of it. She's being, I don't fucking know. That's what I got from it.
I was just like, why is she erotically trying to get out of a plastic bag?
It's supposed to be the placenta, right? That's what the babies are born in.
Why did they put her in it?
Because it'd be cool for the movie.
She wasn't in it during the surgery.
It'd be cool for the movie. I don't know. Like, why not give her real clothes of that? I don't know.
Like, why did they just put this naked woman inside this trash bag? I didn't understand what the point of it was. What was the point of this scene?
I get bent up on the cloning process. You get bent up on the clothing aspects. This is going to be a long review, I'll tell you that.
It just didn't make, like, the cloning nonsense is just science mumbo jumbo. It's like Star Trek talking about how they do things. It's like, whatever, okay. But this just from a practical level, it makes no sense. Did they just throw her in a trash bag and throw her in there? Why?
No, I thought the same thing. Like, why she, whatever, sure, whatever. She's clothed for reasons.
And then they start like doing an examination of her, like showing her cards and of things, and they're realizing she's an actual person and stuff like that. They show us the queen alien that they have now. They have her like in a cage and stuff, and then we get little tidbits how, like, what is it? Weyland, what's the name of the company?
Weyland-Yutani.
Weyland-Yutani was dismantled like 200 years ago and bought out by Walmart.
Yeah.
So
she's got a fast healing process too. She does.
Yes, and they're just studying her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she's telling them, the alien's gonna murder you all.
They're trying to keep a secret from her, but she already knew about it because she's omniscient, I guess.
Right. She knows she can feel the aliens.
Yes.
It's not omniscient, but she just has a connection to the aliens. And she's like, it's gonna kill us all. And they're like, yeah, but we're gonna train them. She's like, you can't train them. And she's like, we're trained you. And
she's like, I've been to 3 movies already. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, essentially. And after all of that, we get introduced to our new ragtag crew of pirates.
Yes, our cannon fodder. Yes. Although most of them live thinking about it.
A few of them live.
Yeah,
more than weird. I thought.
Yeah,
more than I thought would.
I legit thought the two ladies would live, but like, most like half the people live.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Weird.
We get Winona Ryder.
Yep, she's the club.
Spoiler, don't tell them.
She's the person named Call because I was gonna say what she was. TJ.
Okay, Call.
She's Terminator. We got Wheels McGee. We have Big Meanie Face. We have Dreads. We got White
Ron
Guy,
Perlman.
and we have White Girl.
We have Ron Perlman.
Yeah,
and we got one black guy.
Yeah, Dreads. Yeah,
Dreads. Him and the captain are like, and the captain's got like this deep voice that they hired for this role just because of his voice.
Let's get into it now because I hate this movie. These characters I wanted to like, but they're just nothing. They're just like, I felt like the movie tried to make us like them and care for them, but they didn't give us like depth to the characters.
They didn't give us the scenes. This isn't the original Aliens where they let us sit with the characters for a while. They spent too long in the beginning reviving Ripley, I think.
Well, I think even over the movie they could have gave us something, but no, this guy's mean and angry all the time. This guy's in a wheelchair. This guy has dreadlocks, and this guy
they are just like one-note stereotypes of what their characters are.
If they would have gave us like characters, like something, like okay, I would have cared when these people die. But they just die in cool ways. Like, oh, I remember you because you died, got your head blown off or something. Like, okay, you died drowning or some shit. Like, and it's just like, I want more from these people. Like, there's a love story between two of them, but that goes nowhere. So, like, who cares about them?
There's a love story.
Yes, exactly. There's the main white guy and the white girl.
Oh, they were just sleeping together.
Yeah, still love or something. There's some kind of romantic thing.
But it's just them in a relationship. It wasn't like it was.
Yeah,
when you say there's a romance between two people, it implies that there's a story to it.
That's true. And there's no story to it, so I guess.
Yeah, so it's just these two were in a relationship.
Yeah.
It was actually the girl was there just to get her in her underwear at one point.
Yep. Get her in her underwear and have her cry a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like these characters aren't really characters, they're just notes on the page to die later.
Anyway, they dock with the spacecraft with Ripley on it, and this spacecraft has the worst security checks ever.
It's very lame, yes. We're going to scan you real quick, not going to examine anything, you're in.
We're going to scan you, and our scanners are going to go off, but we're going to be fooled by your excuses. So
yeah, that thermostat, that's fine. Your wheelchair, sure, come on in.
That's stupid. Anyway,
you thought it would have gone off on Winona Ryder, though, right?
Huh?
You think it would have gone off on Winona Ryder, her, depending on what she's made of?
Well, I just assumed it was a scan for weapons.
Weapons or like material weapons?
No, like weapons. Like I think it's future technology. I think it could scan for weapons.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, apparently these pirates transported humans to this facility illegally, and they're paying them so much that they're paying them in cash, which I guess is not a thing in the future.
No.
So, but yeah, so human cargo they deliver. And we find out that the human cargo is there so they can put aliens in them. They put eggs in their little tube things, and we're going to get a bunch of new aliens.
I like that scene a lot. It was pretty like, damn. But, that's not going to go bad.
Well, it's an alien movie. When does it ever go bad?
That's fair.
And then we get the basketball scene that we were talking about earlier, where, Sigourney Weaver Ripley is playing basketball by herself, and then this is where the pirates get introduced to her, and Ron Perlman's like, sexist guy, and
he's the roughneck manly man guy.
Yeah, and he's like flirting on her, and she shows him up, and then she beats a couple of them up, and typical scene essentially. But one guy hits Ripley in the face with a weight.
Yeah,
barely reacted.
Oh, this is important because you see her bleed and she throws her blood onto the ground. It's acid blood, guys.
She's got acid blood because she's part alien. Is she on the alien side?
Who knows?
No,
she's not. She never.
Did we just get a bunch of interlocking scenes of the pirates and the doctors doing extracurricular activities, like
pretty much
watching TV and stuff? It's like.
That's why they've had time to make these characters something, but they just didn't, and it's just weird to me.
And then Chucky's doing experiments on the aliens, and he like kisses the containment unit and stuff, and then the alien scares him, so he hits him with I guess it's why can't I think of the word?
Carbon.
No, not carbon. The
nitro?
nitroglycerin.
Something. I think that's it.
Whatever the things that freezes you really quickly. The stuff Mr. Freezes use.
I think it killed the Terminator too. Terminator.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head for some reason.
Yeah, but that stuff. It's gotta be nitrogen or something.
But so as he's like being weird with the alien and stuff, and he sprays them hits a button and sprays them. But then he goes to hit it again and the alien stops. Oh, the aliens are learning.
Oh, it's just like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, guys.
Yeah, I know. This is where the aliens learning thing is kind of goofy.
I like it.
Yeah, but they always were already intelligent. You know what I mean?
But these characters didn't know.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, you're right. They have always been like sentient, smart things.
Yeah, they make them seem like they're dogs almost in this.
Yeah. The movie's very like over the top of stuff, and these aliens do growl a lot and shit like that. But yeah, like these aliens have always been smart. I mean, damn, they hunt, and that way they attack people. It's clever.
Anyway, this is all just set up for later stuff later.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Winona Ryder's gets drunk and spills some things, so she gets kicked out by the rest of the team to go. So she takes a walk, and turns out she's like a terrorist or something, because she has like, I don't know where she got these spray things that has the breath of like the generals and stuff.
Yeah, the breath is used to unlock doors. That's their IDs.
I don't know where she got that.
Nope.
But she does, and she uses it to get into Ripley's cell. She's going to stab Ripley, but she stops because she looks at her chest and doesn't kill her. And then they have a long conversation.
She's the rogue of the group who's sympathetic for some reason. Ron Perlman's the barbarian.
Her character's so inconsistent.
Very inconsistent, I know.
She's one minute she's angry.
Yep.
And then she seems like she likes Ripley. And then she's like, you can't trust Ripley. And then the next minute, we gotta wait for Ripley.
Yeah, it's like, pick one.
Like, I get it. Like, Ripley's seeing her as, like, the daughter figure because, she's remembering the little girl from she's remembering Newt. But she can't quite remember her name or who she was because she's a clone. And so she's kind of attaching herself to Winona Ryder's character.
Yes.
And Sigourney Weaver is doing a fine job. And Winona Ryder is doing what she can with the direction she's got, but it's not well.
It's all over the place for her. Like, I assume she senses something's off of Ripley and that she is the thing she is, but I guess she doesn't know. That's why she's probably hesitant at first.
Well, she doesn't kill her at first because she sees that, from her chest wound, they took the alien out already. Yeah. She wanted to kill her because they thought it was still within her.
That's true, yeah. I don't know why she's like, just hates her, then likes her.
I mean, it'd be one thing if she hated her in the beginning and then they gradually develop, but they keep flipping, flopping back and forth.
And you think to be on the same page because her character, Ripley, notoriously hates the aliens. You think her Winona Ryder's character would have known that since the beginning. Yeah,
but I mean, this is a clone mixed in with alien DNA, so.
Does she know? She knows it's clone then, right?
She knows. Yeah, she knows everything.
I don't know. It's bad writing.
Anyway, she leaves the cell for reasons. I don't remember why she leaves.
Neither do I.
Anyway, she gets out and she's captured, and then her and all the pirates are detained, and they're like, we're going to kill you all because she's a terrorist. And then the pirates like, no, you're idiots, and we have our guns, so you're all dead.
Yeah, pretty much. And like the worst shootout ever.
And so they kill all the people that were arresting them, except for two. One was the leader, and then one of the soldiers.
You had two guys alive?
Yeah, two of the soldier guys. Because you got the leader, who is the doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then the soldier who turns onto their side.
Wait, you guys have one that turns on their side?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the Hispanic dude, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where he came from. Like, where the f*** this guy come from? I told you I was paying that much attention to this movie. Okay.
Yeah, he was one of their soldiers.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the guy who got, like, ricocheted into the head. Like, no. Stupid scene.
And then we get a scene where the aliens in the cage, two of them start murdering the third one.
Oh, God, why'd they do this?
I'm like, I was like watching the scene. It's like, why? What is this? Because it looked bad. It was all jumpy and
yeah.
But they killed the alien. And I guess the alien let them kill him so that his blood would melt through the floor. Did they not know that these aliens have acid blood? If they didn't, they're idiots. If they did, they're idiots.
But like, how do you they probably don't know how strong the blood is. So they don't know how to properly safeguard against that, I guess. But how would you safeguard against something like that? And maybe they didn't think they would turn on each other and do this shit.
Possibly. But, the alien, the acid didn't get through that plastic they were in behind or whatever, right?
Yeah, so the whole room should have been like that. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that's weird because then later on it gets through the.
But that's on that shitty spaceship later.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is a cool scene that happens.
Anyway, the alien escapes, so the doctor goes in, he gets pulled down by the aliens, and this is the start of the movie, essentially.
Yeah.
And, a soldier comes in and sees it, and this scene was stupid. The alien pushes the button.
Yeah.
And sprays the guy with nitric oxide. It felt like it was like a comedy mock in this movie.
Yes.
Scene.
Yeah.
And all the soldiers that are not the pirates are like over the top comedy people.
You noticed that too, right? Even like the head guy.
It was like everything's played up for almost laughs. It's like,
yeah, like
why is this here? This does not fit in this movie,
right? Like the main guy, the main army dude. He's like his facial emotions are all over the top.
Yep.
It's just like, what are you doing? And like he goes to throw a grenade into one of his spaceships and got infested with like aliens. And he goes to salute it as he kills it. It just seems so ludicrously stupid.
Yeah, like, so the aliens escape, so everyone's running away! Run away! So that everyone's getting to their escape pods and stuff, and that's, a bunch of action happens, essentially. Yeah. And that's where the grenade comes in. He throws the grenade because the alien got in one of the pods. It was a weird grenade that was on, like, a time delay. Yeah. I don't think that's what a grenade is, but whatever.
It's the future. And then he gets head busted.
Oh yeah, he does get head busted. Yeah, so whatever, he's dead. And then the movie actually kind of gets back to the pirates, and it turns back into an alien movie.
You see, like, this is weird, this movie.
After, the comedy section was done. But the captain of the pirates is stupid. They're all trying to get out, and he stops by himself because he sees a gun.
Yep.
And he walks down the hallway.
Then there's a weird jump scare.
Of the hose falling.
Yeah, it's like, what triggered that hose to, like, does that hose always do that? Like all the time for that thing to do it, does it now? I thought that was, like, weird. Like, what?
We needed a jump scare there.
That was dumb. Like, what caused that?
They were building up that whole scene. It was all quiet. You could only hear footsteps and stuff.
Oh. God.
But yeah, so he goes down the hallway and he picks up another gun that's covering gunk, and then he gets pulled into the grate and is murdered.
Oh no.
Well, you lasted very long. Why is it the captains of these ships always go down first? Aren't they like the most trained?
They're not trained for this, TJ.
But know what I mean?
I think that's the point though. The captains go down first to show like the crew who's not ready for this shit have to like step up for this.
I don't know. It's 4 movies now though. It seems like all the captains are incompetent.
I guess because for a long time the captains were the most competent, so it's like a twist on the thing they're doing. But it's so popular and common now, so I don't know.
It's weird. He dies. And all the crew come and are like, oh no, he's dead. And then the aliens, we see the alien and they're like running into a corner. What? Didn't they just come from that direction? Why is it blocked off now? Anyway, they're trapped, but the alien senses something on the corpse.
Damn you, TJ.
And as he goes to investigate, he shot it through the head. And it's Ripley.
Oh no.
Oh, by the way, Ripley escaped from her cell as the aliens were trying to break into her cell. So, yep. So now Ripley is united with the pirates, and now we're going to escape. But Winona Ryder's like, we can't trust her. She's an alien. And they're like, too bad, she's coming for reasons.
Yeah, for reasons we need this lady.
Yeah,
because she's the
main character.
Yeah,
we need
because we saw her kill one alien in front of us, so it's pretty cool. We need her now.
And since the captain's dead, the guy with the dreads takes over as leader.
Yeah.
As they're going on, they realize that the ship is moving. Wasn't it always moving?
Yeah.
But whatever. They're like, oh, the emergency protocols, we're going back to Earth. And we're like, oh no, not Earth. Earth sucks.
So I wonder like how bad Earth is.
And then we get the scene where Ripley discovers all the other clones in the test tubes. Oh no, and there's still one alive, and she's like, kill me.
Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, I guess because it's walking through yeah, you're right.
What to say?
Yeah, they're literally just walking.
That's the next note in my thing.
There's character development. The lady who's that guy's kind of sad, but we won't see any more of that sadness. Yeah, I guess you're right. The guy joins their team.
Yeah, well.
And then that happens. So yeah,
I skipped over the inconsequential parts.
I know. I was paying attention. I was surprised how fast that scene came up. Like, am I right? We're doing that. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. Now that you say that, I thought it was much later in the movie too.
Yeah, so like we're an hour into the movie already. Like that was quick.
Yeah, so she discovers her, and she kills the alive clone with a flamethrower. It's like, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, you made the thing.
Why
like,
didn't you just shoot her in the head? Why do you have to burn her alive? That's mean.
That clone was probably like, what the f***, lady? Like, shoot me in the head.
And then why do all the test tubes explode from the flamethrower? I don't think is the flamethrower like explosive.
No, I think it was just like visually cool. But I thought the same thing. This wouldn't happen this way. Like
you're not using a gun. You're using a flamethrower. They don't use a flamethrower on the aliens at all. I think that we need the flamethrower in this movie.
Yep, just for this one.
Where do we put it?
To a cloning facility. I think my excuse for the things blowing is because the chemicals inside, once heated up, explode out. I don't know. That's my logic.
Whatever.
Who knows?
Whatever. It's stupid. Anyway, so they're gonna get off this thing. So they're all going to this pirate's ship. Along the way, they find another guy, one of the guys that was kidnapped by the pirates. Because apparently the pirates kidnapped a bunch of people and cryosleep heading to another place. And so they stupidly take him with them, even though he's got an alien inside him. He's gonna burst.
They can freeze him later and save him, TJ.
And the doctor is gonna take him out. I mean, they did show that he could take out aliens.
Yeah. So that was the excuse. I was like, hey, we need him. We're good people. We're pirates. We're good people.
Which would be fine if Ripley had not experienced this 3 times already, and has every time.
Yep.
It has never worked out.
Yes, because we've seen this movie 3 times before already.
It's like, okay, we know where this is going.
Yeah.
It would have been actually a nice twist if they actually did manage to save him.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, damn, they actually saved that guy. Holy shit. But no.
And so, in order to get to the spaceship, they have to go down and to get to an elevator. But the down is being flooded. So they got to go underwater, swim underwater to get to this point.
Pretty cool, guys, huh?
And then, so they're swimming. But oh no! Look, there's aliens underwater.
Oh no!
And they play this music that had like a tinge of Jaws in it.
Yes.
So I was like, this is stupid.
It's always Jaws when it comes to water, TJ.
And so they're swimming and trying to get away. They blow up one of the aliens, but then, oh no, one of the aliens grabs that girl who was the boyfriend of the captain by the foot, and I guess she's dead because no one stops her. They just watch it happen. I mean, they literally have like
rocket
missiles, rocket launchers. They don't bother to save her. She's grabbed by the ankle, and I guess she drowns to death. I don't know.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, and she was just getting to the point where she was really sad about her boyfriend too.
I know, right? So we get to discover the true feelings and character arcs, guys. Damn, this movie's bad.
This part was stupid. It was neat that they were able to film it.
Yes,
like it looked cool.
This movie to me is the rule of cool. There's a lot of cool ideas and things executed in this movie. They're just really bad.
Yeah.
That's all this movie is. Like, would it be cool if we had a flamethrower kill clones? Yeah, sure. Would it be cool if these people died this way? Like, yeah, sure. Water, aliens. Cool, right? Uh-huh.
Anyway, at the other side of the water is blocked off by, like, web. And when they break through, oh no, look, it's nothing but face huggers.
And that's pretty cool to me, too. Like, oh, this is awesome.
And so one of the face huggers gets on Ripley's face. I didn't think you could rip them off after they got on your face. Wasn't that part of the lore?
I mean, if they're pretty much on you, you gotta be really strong to get them off. You can cut them off and shit like that, but that's when the acid in them kills you.
I guess she's super strong.
Yeah. You gotta be like really on that shit.
Anyway, so they all dive back under and they're trying to contend with the underwater aliens. So the guy with the dredge uses his rocket launcher to blow up all the eggs up there somehow. And they all escape, climbing up the elevator shaft. But when they get to the top, the doctor that they brought with them in this is like, I can't get the door open. Give me your weapon, Winona Ryder. And Winona Ryder gives her the weapon, and he shoots her.
Yeah, it's like, really?
And he even says, you guys are too trusting.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Shoots Winona Ryder right in the gut, and she falls to her death. And
she got shot in the chest.
Chest. I thought it was her chest.
So they say chest.
Yeah, she's down. She falls down the shaft. She's dead. She's no longer.
Yep, she falls in the water. She's dead. And the doctor guy opens up the door and locks them in. And now they're in trouble.
You ever see Deep Blue Sea?
I think I've seen parts of it.
The shark movie of LL Cool J and other people.
The one that doesn't Samuel L. Jackson get eaten by a shark.
Yes. This scene reminded me of that movie. That's all.
Anyway, the alien starts climbing up the ladder, and they had to leave the wheelchair behind for the one guy. So the Dread guy is carrying the small guy that was in the wheelchair on his back. So the alien's climbing up and he spits acid into the Dread guy's face. So he falls, which means the wheelchair guy has to hold on to the ladder. Oh no, I don't know why he turned around like that.
Neither do I.
Like, he still could move and stuff.
Yep.
So why did he just turn back around and climb up?
You know what's even dumber? After they kill this alien that's bothering them, and this black guy for some reason has to fall back into the water. They leave him there.
We don't get that far yet.
Okay, do the thing. Like
so yeah, the wheelchair guy is trying to hold onto the ladder and he's slipping and stuff. Then Ron Perlman pulls like a Matrix upside down ladder thing and shoots the alien, kills the alien, but the alien's holding on to Dread guy's foot. But the wheelchair guy is having trouble hanging on. And,
you should have like a lot of upper body strength, so you should be fine with this.
But he's slipping, and so Dread starts to cut the things that's keeping him attached. He's gonna sacrifice himself, and he cuts himself free, and he falls into the water with the dead alien. So, one, why didn't anyone just go down there and help?
Because
pull them up.
Because that'd be hard, and that's because the movie's got a movie.
Literally, just any reason. Two, Dread falls into the water. He's not dead.
He's literally in the water.
Why are we leaving him behind? He's just dead, I guess?
Can he just climb back up the ladder like, I'm okay, guys?
Yeah,
we killed all the aliens that were bothering us.
Literally, there is no reason why he should be dead.
Oh, there's 12 aliens, by the way. I think they just killed 3 of them.
And 3, the door opens, and look, Winona Ryder's still alive.
What?
She fell into the water too. So why couldn't he just go to her path?
And how the f*** got there so quickly?
Yeah, and why didn't they take that path in the first place?
So this movie's so smart, guys. It got us, guys. This movie's so bad.
I was actually surprised when they shot. Oh, I guess she's dead. I didn't know because I'd never seen this movie before. So I was like,
that's fair.
I was like, oh, I guess she's dead. Whatever. That was a waste because it looked like they were using her, shaping Winona Ryder to be the next Ripley.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it felt like that, but I guess she's dead. And then they open the door. It's like,
but
1,000 questions pop in my head.
Yeah,
how? What? Why? Where?
Right? Like, how she do it and why? But no, can a black guy do it? Like, is there acid down? I think it said there's acid down there that he could be eaten through. Then sure, whatever. But that would have affected her too. So like, all of this is like, what's this drama for? What is all this?
Yeah. None of this makes any sense.
No, like the black guy's still alive in my book. Well, he's not alive. The thing blows up. But like,
and bring up your point. Yeah, they say they shot her in the chest, but she's shot in like the side.
Yeah,
and it turns out she's an android.
Dun dun dun. Like, okay.
Like, what? Okay, that's weird. Apparently, androids were discontinued at some point.
Yeah, because I guess problems they've always had.
And then this is a new generation of android that was created by other androids, apparently.
Yes, which is cool sci-fi shit, I guess.
But
I don't know.
I did like the line they said, I knew you were human. You were too humane to be human.
Yeah, it's good.
That was a good line. Of course, it comes from Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of good one-liners in this movie. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a great 90s movie. It was better made.
All right, so they know she's an android. Oh, the doctor betrayed them, so he's trying to get away. He's stopping them.
Yeah, locking all his corridors.
He's the evil human in the alien movies.
Yeah. Ooh.
So, but now they got an android, so they can overtake the ship. So they want to blow it up, but they can't. So they're going to crash it, apparently, like on Earth, I guess. And so they change the course so it'll crash in, I guess, uninhabitable area.
I would hope so.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what they said.
We'll find out.
And then they get Winona Ryder to clear a path and open all the doors, but she knows that that someone's using override commands to get to the ship, so she stops the doctor who's trying to get there from doing it by blocking off, and she makes an announcement to the aliens that go to level 1.
Yeah, I think she was just with the guy.
Okay,
I don't think
the aliens know the difference between level 1 and level.
I think she was literally just messing with him, like, "Hey, we know what you're doing. We're gonna get you." Kind of shit.
Anyway, we get a little bonding scene between Winona Ryder and Sigourney Weaver, Ripley and Cal, essentially.
Yeah.
And this is, the daughter-mother relationship kind of thing. And so they're going to the spaceship, but then Ripley senses the aliens, and turns into like a dog and gets like I can sense them.
Yes.
And then she falls through the floor and gets absorbed by. I thought it was the queen, but what is that?
I think it's a nest of just aliens. I don't know.
Was it just a nest of aliens?
It's
I thought it was the
design.
queen.
I thought so too. So I don't know what it is, but I think it's supposed to portray like a nest thing. I don't know.
It's weird. Anyway, the doctor shows up. The remaining pirates get to the ship, and then they have to get going and stuff. So they're doing different things, and then the doctor shows up and shoots the guy with the alien inside him, which I guess progresses his infection. Because now all of a sudden he's like, I guess he's like controlled by the alien now or something. I don't know. He attacks.
Maybe the shooting of him triggered the alien to go more so. No, now he's on adrenaline and maybe I gotta do what I gotta do.
Because the doctor has Winona Ryder hostage because she's the only one that can open the doors and stuff. And he shoots him, and that guy freaks out, and he runs at him, gets shot 3 more times, smashes his head against the grates and stuff, and then he chest bursts out through his chest through that guy's head.
Yes. Again,
someone was like, "That's would be cool. Let's do that."
Yep. It's like, hey.
Does it kind of make sense? The whole scene. It doesn't matter. Just make it happen.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool? Rule of cool, guys. That's what we're doing right now.
And it works in D&D, but not for a movie script.
It barely works in D&D. No. It works in D&D and it works in movies when it's done right.
Oh, man. Anyway, so they're all dead. Mm-hmm. We go to the nest where the queen is, and apparently the queen has human reproductive organs.
Thanks to Ripley.
Because I guess she wasn't the only one that got merged with the DNA.
And that makes sense, I guess, because of the cloning process bullshit, I guess.
Uh-huh. And the weird doctor from Chucky, essentially, is tied up and he's narrating everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's not gonna lay any eggs. She's got human reproductive If she's got human reproductive organs, who fertilized the egg?
He did.
No, because apparently Ripley's the dad or the mom.
Because science fiction, TJ. It
doesn't make no sense. If she got human eggs and needs a sperm to reproduce and nothing and fertilize that egg.
I don't know. I do not know.
But anyway, the queen's pregnant and she births Skeletor.
Yeah, some creepy ass thing.
It's like a humanoid alien kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what this thing's supposed to be, but it kills the queen. And it's like, you're not my mom. Ripley's my mom.
Yeah.
And Ripley's like, no way. And she goes out, she escapes, and she runs back to the ship just as the ship's taking off. Get the action jump scene. And everyone escapes. Yay! They is saved. The ship crashes in the earth and blows up, and they escape. But no, this is an alien movie, so of course the alien escapes on the escaping ship.
Oh, what? No. So this doesn't happen the other 3 times?
Yeah, so the door won't shut, because of course it doesn't. So freaking Winona Ryder goes and investigates, and she sees the alien, the alien-human hybrid thing, and he closes the door for her because I guess he knows that stuff.
Yeah.
And so she goes, hides in a spot, and they're like, where's Winona Ryder? And they're like, you, Hispanic guy who's still around for some reason, go to investigate. And he goes to investigate to get his head crushed, and they're like, great, now he's not showing up. I guess Sigourney Weaver, you gotta go discover the alien over there.
I don't think I have this scene in mind.
You don't?
I think this is the 10 minutes you had extra for yours. I don't remember the Hispanic guy dying.
Well, how then for you?
The alien, that thing happens. We see that baby alien eat Chucky as Sigourney Weaver leaves. She leaves onto the escape ship. And then that's where I was thinking to myself, they edited it weird. Because then we see the other ship crash, and they're back on this main ship now, the little ship, and that's when all the shenanigans happen.
Okay. You didn't see the Hispanic guy die?
No, I think we just allude to him dying.
Okay. Well, yeah.
No. He does die. I do see him die. I guess, kind of. He comes into the scene, but I don't see him die.
He gets his head crushed in this version that I'm watching.
We see the thing hold onto his head, but we don't see it crush it.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, who cares?
Whatever. He's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sigourney Weaver comes out and sees, oh no, look, my baby. And she says, they get real weird here.
Yeah, they get really intimate and really Alabama with it.
Yeah, she touches the weird alien thing, cuts her hand on its mouth, and then flings it against the window, and they're in space, so vacuum. Alien gets sucked through the tiny little window, and it's dead. Sigourney Weaver cries. Not sure how they survive. You probably don't get this part, because it probably ends after that, right?
No.
Where does it end for you?
So that happens. We see them. They just going through out of the atmosphere.
Oh, okay. So they go into the atmosphere of Earth, and not sure how they survived re-entry with, fire
Yeah.
in that giant hole in there, but whatever. And they land on Earth, and Ron Perlman kisses wheelchair guy because they survived the movie somehow.
For reasons.
And then Sigourney Weaver talks to Winona Ryder about, maybe we could just disappear here on Earth. We don't, the military's not here. Hey, look. And they look out on the horizon and they see the Eiffel Tower and destroyed Paris.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No, we literally just got like a clip of Earth in the future, and that's it.
They have a conversation with Winona Ryder and Ripley about the military showing up and what they're going to do next. And she's like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then they show us Paris pretty much destroyed.
Oh, sounds bad.
And the movie ends.
And that's Alien Resurrection.
It was
It was a waste of time.
It was a popcorn movie.
It was a fourth installment that had no reason to be a movie.
I mean, it's based off of a third installment that had no reason to exist either.
Exactly. But this one really felt it. Wouldn't it be cool if they did the exact same thing, but over the top and stupid?
This movie had no idea what it wanted to be.
No. The good about this movie, I like the dumb action. I like the idea that it was trying to be a 90s action film, and it had some fun one-liners, and it had some fun action. But those were sparse, and I felt like there was a lot of nothingness in this movie. And for it to be an hour 46 or hour 56, however long the movie had. So it just felt long and blah to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't really introduce anything new besides the incest creature baby bullshit thing. But even at the end of it's here and then it's gone. So who cares about that? So I think this movie doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst movie we've ever watched, though.
It definitely isn't, but it's not a good movie.
No. It's an Aliens sequel.
Yeah, it's a very subpar Alien sequel.
I didn't hate it or anything. It's just whatever. It's like I watched it. I know how the series went now.
Yeah, so this is the last of the series, I guess, officially of the Alien part series.
Yeah.
So what do you think overall of the series? It's your first viewing of it.
I think it started off strong.
Yeah.
And it went downhill from there.
Yeah. So which ones were your favorites? I guess the first two? First one. So.
I think the first one was a better movie.
Yeah.
Than the second one.
Okay.
But, the second one was good in its own right.
That's fair. Did the series hit your expectations? Did you have anything you really expected from it?
Not really. No, it was about what I expected.
That's fair.
It wasn't I wasn't impressed or shocked at how good it was. It was just, it was competent until it wasn't,
Yeah. Yes. No, so, I definitely give you that.
I don't regret watching them.
No. Yeah. No, did you have any hatred at all for these movies at all?
I don't think I cared enough to give it a hate.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They weren't inoffensive. They were just illogical.
Yes. It's a valid point. So what would you give this movie then, rating-wise?
I think I'm at a 4.
That's generous. Not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I was at a 2, but I kind of what? This movie isn't that terrible. So I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't actually think it's worse than the third movie. I think it's on par.
I don't recall the third movie at all. That's why I think this is... I don't know why I get the third movie. I don't remember the third. I know I hated that one. At least the first entry of it.
You did have problems with the introduction of the movie.
But
the rest of it you were okay with.
Yeah, but it's just so forgettable. I don't remember anything about that movie.
That is fair.
That's damning.
I remembered the movie, though, so...
If I gave that movie a 3 or a 4, that I would retroactively give that one a 2, because I don't remember shit about that. And I would give this one a 3. If this one is better than the last one, I can't give it anything higher than a 3 for this movie. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the two of them are on par. They're just bad in different ways.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. But
Alien Resurrection.
You sound tired, TJ.
Well, because the review itself is only like an hour long.
If that. I don't even think so.
I flew through this movie.
Yeah.
So
I wonder why the review lasted so long.
Yeah, I wonder why it's so long. Anyway,
maybe you guys will hear it in an unedited, uncut version of something else.
I mean, if I might have to make a new category of movie and us extras or something.
Just random tidbits and tangents of fucking politics and morality and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think the viewers like that. No, they're all egg suckers.
Whatever. I don't care about them. Let's get out of here.